Yo, give it up for Charlie Clips. Give it up for Jazz the Rapper. Y'all already know. URLTV.tv. Kings vs. Queens.
All right, another one. We're down. Live recap, quick cap, whatever the hell you want to call it. We're down another one. Charlie Clips versus Jazz the Rapper. We have one more to go, and then we're pretty much done. And then I'm going to be live on my caffeine for the after party. Just got confirmation from URL that they'll be swinging it to me. Jazz the Rapper versus Charlie Clips. My first initial thoughts is I have like a round and a half to actually judge. I feel like the battle was too fun, man. I feel like there was a lot of fun involved. I don't know, dude. It's hard to judge. It's hard to judge like fun battles. First round I thought clearly went Jazz's way, and I think the second went clearly Jazz's way. Excuse me. Charlie Clips seems like he had I don't know how much material. I don't know how much material he actually had as far as written material. I felt like he was freestyling a lot, and I think he is so talented with freestyling that I think sometimes you can't really tell that he is because they sound like regular written setups, but I feel like he was doing it very often. I felt like he was doing it very often in the first. You know, he gets into things where when he doesn't necessarily have written material, he tends to be a little all over the place. I mean, you know, are we comparing this to when Clips is on fire and he's actually here to fight? You know, I looked at his shot versus against Easy to Block Captain in his third round just now as the probably the most well put together setup of the whole battle versus Jazz. Jazz, like I just said, DNA, vintage battle rapper with vintage methods of winning. Jazz was kind of old school in her method of approach, which her method of approach is her approach. But I compare it to DNA's because it was like traditional smart plays, like high battle IQ plays, doing the Black Jesus, bringing him out to counter the White Jesus, having a prop, using certain angles, certain things like that. Just like things to get the job done. It's like watching Leon Edwards and Usman last night when Leon's just leg kicking the whole fight. Just lower leg kicks, calf kicks, thigh kicks. Maybe nothing crazy, flashy. Maybe a couple of times where you almost get a knockout. Couple fire, power punches and couple hits to the head. You might have rocked them a couple times. But for the most part, you're playing for points. And I feel like Jazz won off points alone. It just Clips, there's a lot of time where battle rappers go off into tangents, and I call it cypher rap all the time. There's a lot of battlers that'll do like cypher type verses or points in the rounds where, it's okay to go outside the box and not be direct for certain times, but there's a limit on how much you do it. And then also depends on what the topic is, if there's a way to even tie it in. Clips, there's a lot of times where he's just quite literally rambling. You know what I'm saying? Quite literally just rambling up there. And, unfortunately, we had a night like that. This wasn't a top Clips. I'm sure Clips would say that's not him at his best. And I had Jazz winning clearly. Jazz, she went from, like I said, not battling for a while to now being active and really solidifying, a legacy as far as battle rap is concerned. And especially on the female battle rap end. You know what I mean? She's been running through a lot of people with dope performances when the lights are at their brightest. And she was right in the beginning of her round. Charlie Clips was the toughest match that she's ever had. It usually is. Clips usually is one of the tougher matches. But I don't think this one was close. I gave it to Jazz, first and second. And the third is like, the third's just a toss up, but it's like, I don't know, just too much friendly stuff. I said it on Caffeine. I said, it's just too much smiling. There's too much smiling going around. I'm about to check Caffeine to see if Tay-Rock and Hustle have started. I literally just started recording this right after the battle end. But until then, I'm going to upload this on YouTube. I'll see you in a couple minutes. And then we're going to go live and break down everything as a whole. But Jazz wins very clear.